Here we're given a sketch, and it shows a parabola. It's a sad-face parabola. It has the vertex at the origin, and below that is F, which is a location, a single point location of what's called the focus. And there's a property of a parabola, whether it's happy or sad face, it's always going to wrap around its focus, which indeed it does in this picture. Now, if you go up from the vertex, you'll find this dotted line called the directrix, which is a line, it's not part of the graph, but it's an imaginary line that helps us actually do the sketch of the parabola. It's an aid in sketching it. And the way that the directrix helps us sketch it is that there is a distance from the focus to any point on the parabola, and it's the same distance from that point to the directrix, straight to the directrix. And that's the property for the directrix. So we're going to find the ordered pair for the vertex, and that is going to be just by examining the graph. The vertex is located at the origin, so the ordered pair h comma k is equal to 0, 0. The h coordinate is 0, and the k coordinate is 0. The x coordinate is 0, and the y coordinate is 0. Okay, next we're going to find the focus, the ordered pair that represents the focus. And we know from the note that we saw earlier that a focus, the focus of any parabola, will have the ordered pair xy equals h comma k plus p. H comma k plus p. Okay, so we already know that the h is going to be 0, and then the k plus p, we know k is going to be 0, and p is the distance. Now remember what p is. Well, you know that about the absolute value of p. The distance between the vertex and up to the directrix, that is the absolute value of p distance. And the distance from the vertex to the focus also is a distance absolute value of p. And since these are 1 unit up and 1 unit down, the absolute value of p is clearly equal to 1. But the question is it a positive 1 or a negative 1 for the focus? Well, just look at the picture. The ordered pair location, I'll circle it, of the focus is 0, 1. Okay, so that is the answer for that portion where they ask for the focus. But just make a note to yourself, that's the same as 0 for the h coordinate, and then 0 plus p for the next coordinate, the y coordinate. And since our answer is a 1, it's going to have to be 1. The p distance is 1. Now, they didn't ask us for that. Only the box things are the things that we actually answered. But this does tell us something about the p. Correction, this is a negative 1. That's a negative 1, so we're adding a negative 1 here. And that tells us that the p-value is going to be equal to a negative number. They didn't ask us for that, but I'm just telling you, that's going to help us answer the last part, and that is a directrix. Actually, it's not really helping us so much. We're looking at the picture to answer these questions, but we're using information from the note. The directrix has the equation from our note, y equals k minus p. Whatever the k is, whatever the p is. And we happen to know what that is. If we didn't even look at the picture, we would know that y is equal to 0 for the k coordinate minus p is negative 1, so it's 0 plus 1, and that would tell us it's the equation y equals positive 1. Double negative makes positive. That's the equation of the horizontal line. And indeed, if you look at this directrix up here, it is the equation y equals 1. So we have the correct answer. Let's box it. Y equals 1. I put a cloud. I should have boxed it. So here is my vertex. Here is my focus. Here is my directrix, with lots of extra information that they didn't ask for, just so we can help understand how to draw these things.